Party people, what's good? Y'all see Melvin Pete got his crying towel over there, as he should, because yesterday's prices are not today's prices.
Boy, I tell you, boy.
Last week wins don't have nothing to do with this week's wins.
Oh, boy.
It was a
I
rough
ain't got
week.
nobody pushing the buttons. I need somebody pushing the button. You, Dan Pease and Arthur Smith not pushing the button.
Listen, if y'all watch Versus, y'all know what me and Pete talking about. You know that's that Versus talk right there.
Yes, sir.
as I share this right quick before we jump in here. Crazy week for you, all your team, Pete. Your teams did bad this week, baby.
Yeah, I was very dejected this whole weekend. I had to take it out on my red cup. I had the red cup.
The red cup is always good.
Yeah, I had the red cup, man. My Canes. I don't know. Right now, I just realized there's not a very good football team right now, even though we got these returning players.
Do you want to stop? Hey, no, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get Sunday out the way.
I ain't gonna get in my feeling. No.
No, listen. So, Lisa, what's happening? Shout out to Lisa. Listen.
What's up, Lisa?
Lisa, diehard football fan. Lisa was down in Tampa to watch that thing.
Ooh.
Shout out to E. Yeah, man, a dead man walking. We gonna get to that, but Melvin Pete.
Lord Jesus.
We're gonna start with yesterday.
Okay, man, we can do that.
The Atlanta Falcons go down to Tampa. They showed a lot of fight. Showed a lot of fight in this game. Started out kind of rough for them, and then they found some fight in these streets somewhere. And let's just start with the first quarter. I think everybody kind of expected the way the game started. Brady doing Brady things.
Yes.
Gronk doing Gronk things.
Yes.
But I saw. I try to find the right word. I saw a much better effort in week 2, and that's what I was expecting. And that's why I bet the way I bet, and I end up losing. But we'll get into that later. Talk about the first quarter. Your thoughts during the first quarter watching this game.
So yeah, I'm with you on that. Without being in my feelings and just giving some real good commentary today about this. I think we played better with a little bit more fight. I could see the guys trying to fight a little bit more on both sides of the ball a little bit, and not really talking about schemes and plays, but just some body language. I saw a little bit more energy and body language from the defensive players. A little, something that I always like to watch and see if everybody hype. We ready today, but we got Temple. So I agree with you that we were a little bit better. On defense, Tom Brady, like you said, gonna do Tom Brady things. That drive, I started looking at right now what they were picking on. They was picking on the middle of the field. They're picking on our linebackers. And we're picking on everybody at the end of the day. But when they started off their drive and whatever they scripted or whatever they played, the play calls that Aaron and Tom Brady drew up, they was attacking a weakness of ours. And I said it, them seams. And so did the defense kind of I say, okay, because we don't have a very good defense like I want us to have. So I figured he was going to do that. But now let's see the turnaround with Tom Brady Matt Ryan on offense. How we going to respond to that? You score, I score. I have that philosophy. We supposed to have all the weapons on the team to really be getting in this end zone. So I want to see that. So first half, I wasn't super surprised, but I still wasn't happy. I can tell you that. I wasn't surprised, but wasn't happy because I figured like we were gonna get beat real bad.
So I wanna ask you this because I'm trying to pull my notes up that I took, and it was so I want to start with Cordero Patterson.
Yes, bright spot. Bright spot.
He continues to make just plays all over the field for this Atlanta Falcons squad. Talk about your thoughts on Cordero and what he's bringing to the table so far this year.
Oh man, even in the first game, when you asked me what was my good from that game, I was talking 84. You know, they know he'll convert a wide receiver like a utility guy, but the dude got it. He got that it factor. You can see it when he running the ball. That one hand grab he got to get in the end zone to get our game close as it was. That was athletic ability. He was former wide receiver, great hands. Took that thing one hand and got in, scooted in the end zone. To me, to be honest with you, the running game was non-existent, but he still outran Davis. I'm sure they got different plays, but I know they're different backs. I think Patterson got a little bit more burst and speed. I think Davis a little bit more power. So he might be a little bit, I don't want to say slow, all them boys fast, but he might be a little slower than Patterson. But Patterson, I put him as one of my guys that look like they wanted. He almost reminded me of when we had Devontae Freeman. When we first got Freeman, I thought Freeman was the only one who wanted to play football. Freeman had the energy. He had the dogginess. The boy run so hard. He ran himself into all these concussions, and I hated for him. But I love Freeman. That's who Cardell Patterson is to remind me of. I believe he's the spark on the offensive that maybe can get some of these other guys going and make sure we get everybody motivated.
Okay, Kyle Pitts. I put in my notes. We finally got to see. He was used much more efficiently in the offense this week. It's still some matchups I think they can take advantage of, lining him up all over the field. But yes, to see him, I think he ended up with he was the lead receiver. He has 5 receptions for 73 yards. Talk about the player Kyle Pitts.
It was glad to have a Kyle Pitts sighting. It was glad to have a Kyle Pitts sighting because I'm sitting here saying we better throw the ball to this guy. I know as wide receivers like to get open. We think we can get open on every play. Every play we open.
I'm open now.
Wide open.
Yeah.
But the tight end working that middle of the field, that's mismatches. To me, the tight end like Sammy Lamb. They always open. Always open. You can do rub routes. You can do in and out routes. Or you call them jerk routes. A lot of people call them now new. Man, you really can get this guy into the game. They finally got him into the game, to me, a little bit better than what they did the first game. Now, I don't know if it's because he agreed and wasn't doing his assignments, but he got his assignments a little bit better, so Matt Ryan ended up trying to get him the ball or throw him the ball. It was good to see him. It was good to see him be a part of the offense. Now, again, I would like to see him get in that end zone. I feel like tight end. Look at Gronk. I mean, he's not Gronk. Don't get me wrong. When I say look at Gronk, I'm saying they got offensive plays that can free the tight end up on rubs and motion, and then the tight end is wide open, sitting in the middle of the field, right in the back of the goalpost, or a fade route to the corner of the pylon, back pylon. You can do these routes. This guy's big enough. I need to see those.
Yeah.
I
want to talk defense just for a second before I finish
this
other thing. So Dean P's job assignment, one of the things they talked about all off season, making this defense more aggressive, taking more chances. In 2 weeks, this defense has basically given up 80 points.
Yes.
In 2 weeks. AJ going out with a concussion really opened up the field a lot more for them because if you paid attention, Tom Brady kind of stayed away from AJ's side.
He did. AJ had a pretty decent game.
He kind of stayed away from AJ's side. Once AJ got that concussion, all of a sudden they really start spreading the football.
Yeah.
I'm worried. I'm worried about because two things real quick. The depth. Once AJ went down, I think we saw one of the things that we always worried about coming into this season. The depth of this team. And once AJ went down, you saw that. Listen, it's not a lot of guys on this squad, and which brings me back to this Dan P's defense.
Yes,
he was brought here to right whatever the wrongs were during the last administration, and right now it's a little worse than what the defense was last year.
I'm glad you brought up Dan Pease. So I looked at Dan Pease's interview after the game, and he brought up something interesting that I had to probably take a look at. before I get real in depth, number one, I was screaming to the rooftops that I want a quarterback in the draft and I wanted a what? Cornerback. You remember that?
Yep.
I wanted a cornerback for AJ on the other side. I knew we needed everything on defense. I wanted a quarterback and I wanted either Patrick Surtain or Joe Horn's son. So anyway, I'm with you on that with this cornerback play and the secondary would look horrendous. Dan P stated, he said, this system is new. So it's a lot of guys that are actually learning this concept. And some of these guys are not guys that he may would have picked, for us. I'm talking about the rookie draft class because he was there when he picked the rookie draft class and said who I like his defense. But some of the nucleus people on our defense and some of the free agents on our defense, maybe before they got there, before Fontenot and Art Smith really got there and got together, they were picking some of these people to fill holes. So his point is that guys are trying to learn the concepts. So they're not in the places that they should be. And he said, he made another fact. He said, I coached against Tom Brady. I coached against Tom Brady with him on the same squad when he was in New England. He coached against him as a defensive coordinator on another team. So he knows Tom Brady. And the number one thing he was trying to say, guys have to understand the concept. If I'm going to bring pressure from the right side, the left side got to know that when it's time to escape and bail out, where's the likely place he's going to go? He's going to go to the right side. So anybody on that side of the field know the call is pressure. Oh, AJ coming off the edge. AJ on the right. Okay, that defensive end and maybe that outside linebacker on the left side have to have that presence of mind. Do your job and have that presence of mind. So when he bails out, you over there, to stop him from bailing out and escaping. So these concepts, what he's saying is that some of the guys, when he look at tape, are not picking up and grasping where they should be. I was dumbfounded. So anyway, I think the defense, collectively the team looked worse. Anyway, I said that last week. We had a little bit more effort, but it's like we done took a step back, man. To be honest with you. I miss Julio, though, even though he got his issues. I knew you didn't want me to say that, man. I had to say that.
I mean, get it out to you.
I had to say that because he stretched the field vertically. But we talking about defense.
Another note I made in, again, 2 weeks continues to be an issue. Offensive line protection.
Yes.
I mean, this is a big issue. Basically, Tampa Bay. I like Tampa Bay was able to get immense pressure on Matt Ryan, and those 2 interceptions. Basically, Matt Ryan basically run for his life all day yesterday, and when they got up to that big lead, you just know defense are just gonna pin their ears and they gonna come.
Yes,
and when you bringing that pressure up the middle. When you got Sue and Vita Vea, like the one that the batted one. I mean, Vita Vea just took the center and he parked the center basically in Matt Ryan's lap. They're gonna have to find a running game because offensive linemen want to go forward more than they want to come back.
Come back, right.
Arthur Smith has to find an offensive balance. He has listen. I know people keep saying you can't run the ball. You got to run the football because if you're going to keep dropping Matt Ryan back, the more you drop back, the more you expose how bad this offensive line is. And, True. I mean, it is what it is. It's a bad offensive line.
True. Well, the offensive line is horrible. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, nothing I can say about it. I'm praying that these 2 first-round offensive linemen in their second years are going to start protecting Matt Ryan because that's what they said we're going to do. I keep going back to that. 2 offensive linemen in the first round to the Falcons. They're in their second year. I need better production out of those 2. One of them not doing so good. He giving up sacks. I forgot which one it was. Giving up sacks. But we got to still go out there and play the game, Missio. We still got to play the game. And Matt Ryan, I know the problem is, even though people have horrible offensive line, is Matt mobile enough to escape so we can try to contend? We got to contend. So you can shuffle this Ryan around and fake folks out, put number 70 on the other side. You can do all that dancing. We got to play football games. Yeah. And you got 2, and I'm talking about this. I'm gonna stay on those 2 guys because you got them high, and it's in their second year. And I'm with it. I'm still gonna put some pressure on Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan has been known to get his balls batted down. This is not his first time. This is not new to me. Matt Ryan getting his balls hit down. He been doing this before. This is not nothing new. So I don't want everybody to say what it like because I know we're gonna attack the line. The line ain't boo-boo. But guess what? What is Matt Ryan gonna do to equalize it? What is Matt Ryan gonna do to say, hey, listen, all right, I'm just gonna get killed, or I'm gonna try to do something about it? And right now, I don't think he's mobile enough to do something about it with all the pressures and the way that offensive line play.
I knew that word was gonna come out your mouth. I knew
Which
that
one?
word, the mobile word.
That mobile. But guess what? Tell me your name, man.
For this Pete.
Yes.
We know Matt Ryan not mobile. We know
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
We
So
know
now
that.
we got a
So
pretty football game.
but guess what? But guess what? Arthur Smith has to do as offensive coordinator.
Okay. What do you got to do?
He got to, hey, let me get my best 5 up here or my best 6. Now the Falcons are gonna have to run the football and then use play action. They got to run the football, Pete. This team is not gonna drop back and throw the ball 40 times. They just not. And if they're doing that, it's gonna be a really long season here.
So no, first of all, it's going to be a long season. Right now, I didn't get any glimpse in these first 2 games to let me know.
It's only week 2, Pete.
Yeah, week 2. Right.
It's only week 2.
Yeah, can the Falcons win? Can the Falcons win a game? I mean, is that when we gonna win that first game? You know, I mean, you're right about what you're saying with the offensive line. I ain't really never fighting y'all about the offensive line, sorry. Even though I don't, I have my contention with you about getting first rounders and them starting against defenses like you say, Vitavia and Sue, and they just came out of Michigan, somewhere,
but when
and Arizona.
Pete, when you take them in the first round, Pete, you expect them to do what they do. Hell, if you played in the Big Ten, hell, you don't play against some of the best.
Okay, well,
you should come here and get them. Guess what Rashawn Slater doing over there in San Diego, LA for the Chargers? Guess what he doing? He putting their hands on people. Okay, he a first rounder.
Okay, then I guess we must have. Okay, well, I guess we must have didn't grade them out the way I needed them to grade, or maybe
ding. Because it's just like this, and not only that, Pete. Okay, this secondary is like this secondary struggling.
Yeah, we struggling.
You drafted Richard Grant in the 2nd round.
Yeah,
why he not on the field?
Now see, that's another thing. I don't know why he ain't on the field. Now,
why he not on the field?
Dan didn't call nobody's name because he's a professional on that interview. You can YouTube it. I just want to hear what Dan had to say. These people ain't picking up concepts. Maybe sometimes you know what I'm really finding, Maceo. I'm finding that a lot of guys don't know the concept of football, even that play the game. It looks like they know how to run their routes, block their man, and tote the football. That it's like I just know that. But when you talk about the totality of everything and have to understand and put the pieces to the puzzle, some of these guys ain't got it. Listen. And I'm just like they just dumb jocks, and they don't want to say that to them. They make more money than me, and they are more athletic than me, especially at this point now. 47 years old, you know what I'm saying? and so I ain't taking away none of their physical problems. I'm talking about that mental. I'm talking about that mental.
And so again, that goes to when your GM and your head coach, when you scouting these guys, before you investing in these guys, you need to know all of these things. Because if I draft you and you can't, I draft you high,
right,
and you can't pick up on these concepts, I made a mistake.
I didn't ask you the right question. I didn't get what I need in that interview.
I made a mistake. I guarantee you this. If we were to go kidnap Joe Burrow,
yes,
and stick him with some truth serum, I guarantee you today he'll be like, hey man, I ain't need Jamar Chase. Should have got me one of them tackles. Because I'm out here throwing pick sixes and I'm getting hit and I'm worried about my knee. But hell, I got my boy out here receiving. He can't protect me. I can't get him the ball if I'm getting hit.
No, I think you're 1,000% correct. I think everybody want a solid line if you're playing that position, because you have to stand there and take people coming at you from all angles, and you have to distribute the ball. That's why they get paid most, and that's why it's the most important position on the field is a quarterback. And that's why we have so much attention on it and want, y'all take 60, 65 snaps a game. Oh. And y'all control a lot of the things. You along with the offensive line. I know it's a marriage. I'm not gonna. Here again, I'm not glossing over the fact that we need an offensive line. But however, these games like the game next week, not gonna get postponed because we ain't got no line. And Matt Ryan gonna have to get back under that center or hit back there. What you gonna do, Matt Ryan? When you know, what's name? Matthew done let the defense in by. What you gonna do, man? You just gonna you gonna eat it up. You gonna eat it up. Okay. Well then that's what we gonna do because we don't have the people and the personnel on the offensive line. Then that's what we gonna have to accept.
Terry Fontenot.
Yes, sir.
We looking at you. We're gonna close the Falcons out with this one.
Yes.
0-2. One more. You got a trip to New York City on Sunday.
Yes.
Before you head back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. How tragic would it be for these Falcons to come back home 0-3?
You alluded to it a couple of weeks ago. It ain't making the fan base be happy. I believe them seats can be empty. So I was with some Falcon fans, with some different Dallas and some more people, but over at the house, majority of some Falcon folks, and we were like, man, I'm gonna sell my ticket. The product. They said we pay too much. Now some people say I'm going because I paid too much, but the product. We're looking at the product on the field. And the product on the field don't look very good. It looks like we're taking steps back, like you said to your point, like we're taking steps back. It wouldn't be good because the first thing you're gonna start hearing is you already hearing now. We got to get rid of Matt Ryan. It's gonna be all the stuff that don't nobody want to hear because that's how we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of Matt Ryan. Then we're gonna start talking about Arthur Smith can't throw the ball deep down the field. He can't coach. We're gonna start talking about the team. We're gonna get listen. 0-3. We're gonna get to talking, son. I'm talking about we're finna get to talking, and you're gonna be like, man, boy, ain't nobody gonna talk. Well, they're gonna talk about the offensive line because a lot of people talk about the offensive line, so you're gonna get that, but it's just not gonna be good, Maceo. We gotta play these games every week, Shawty.
Yeah. Well, let's slide over to Athens, Georgia.
Okay.
Well, the Georgia Bulldogs did exactly what they were supposed to do to the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Yes, they did.
They put their hands on these Gamecocks. Shout out to the Gamecocks for making sure the spread was you know what I'm saying. They took care of they got the Vegas in for me. A toast to the Gamecocks. But I'm gonna say this one more time, Pete.
Yeah, talk to me.
No matter how much I look at these Georgia Bulldogs, they got one job this year. And the one job kind of it pains me because every now and then you look over there on that sideline.
Yeah.
That Kirby Smart.
Yeah.
Kirby is his own enemy. The offense rolling.
Yeah.
JT Daniels is rolling.
Balling.
Oh, you bring Stetson Bennett in and he throw interception. Kirby, what? Why? Like, why? Why, Kirby? Why?
Ain't good look. You right. Why would you do that? Ain't good look. But he trying to get that boy some snaps for some reason. I don't know. He got
all the snaps last week.
I know he did, but he tried the competition. He just wanted to let the boy throw the ball. Listen. Let me not even defend that. Just because I understand.
Because you can't defend it.
Because it ain't nothing to defend, right?
Listen.
He shouldn't have did that. But that's what we say. No, but that's what we've been saying. We're saying that it's not going to be the Georgia Bulldogs' fault from a player perspective. To me, it's going to be Kirby because they got the talent. There's no question that we got running game, nice little running game, we got receivers. I mean,
and this why I made that post on Saturday. I'm watching the game with one of the Bulldog greats, and he doing all that. I say, dude, this is why y'all recruit all these, like, y'all got dudes everywhere. Like, it's only one other team in America who recruit like you recruit. And that's Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah, that's the only school. But as I look at that Florida game and how Florida played Alabama, what I saw in this Florida team is that Dan Mullen finally realized I gotta stop letting Emory try to be this pocket passer. I just gotta let Emory be an athlete.
Yep, that's what he is.
And we know that's what give Alabama fits. Mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, everybody know that you think hurts.
And so the Florida-Georgia game, once again, is going to be one of those games that's going to decide who's going to represent the SEC East.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Kirby can't in a game like that. Kirby can't Kirby in a game like that.
But see, he can't. But that's why I told you. If he does, the talent is a match. It goes to me with the coaching. If he gonna out coach him, which we know Saban is a good coach. We don't like him. I don't like Alabama, but Saban is a good coach, and he got that thing running like a well-oiled machine. He gonna out coach Kirby. That's gonna be the problem. And we just hope that the young quarterback, which he showed some little crack in the armor when you get him off that. Florida played them good. I thought they finna beat them. To be honest, I'm serious. I thought it was gonna. That fourth down, I think something that was bad to me. I wouldn't have did that play call, but anyway, Kirby gonna get in his own way, and I think that's what everybody is worried about. He gonna get in the way because the talent on both teams are matched, and you just hope that the quarterback ain't the same the match, and we can rattle the quarterback, and then kind of what they call it, suppress the coaching. See, my talent more superior, almost like the Georgia Clemson game.
Yeah,
I think Dabo is a great coach.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think Georgia had better talent, so they balanced themselves out. Georgia got the win, even though it was a close ball game.
Yeah,
that's what Dabo coaching.
Hey man, Kirby got one job. The schedule continues up into the Florida game. All Georgia should be doing is fine tuning because the way Georgia's schedule is set up. I'm sorry. I know any given Saturday. Blah, blah, blah. The dogs are loaded. They loaded everywhere. No, they playing without 2 5-star receivers. And it's talent everywhere. Kirby got one job this year, Pete. One. He got one job.
Listen, we got to see how this play out, Mason. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be honest with you. The way it's playing out right now, it's going to be a matchup. I think the favorite is going to probably still be Alabama just because. But Florida gave everybody – the way they played Alabama, I hope Kirby was paying attention. You got to get to that young boy. You got to get to that quarterback. You got to get to him. If you get to him, get him out and get him in some stuff where he can't understand and read, you got yourself something. You got a game. But by the time Alabama get ready to tune him up, shoot. I mean,
well, he'll be a totally different quarterback in December.
By then, he'll be
a totally different quarterback. But you hope JT is a different quarterback by December.
Yeah, you hope he grows. Yeah, we hope everybody grows. Wait a minute. Listen, the showdown is in the air. I think all the analysis people on it's kind of more simple, cut and dry within the SEC. Is Alabama, Georgia.
Yeah, you can't throw Florida out the mix.
I don't want to throw Florida out the mix. I think Florida
can't throw Florida out the mix, but out.
Yeah, that's you can't because I miss Williamson. I didn't know Williams was. I saw that run where he hurt himself, got his hamstring, but I didn't. I thought he was going to play.
And I think that's another reason that Emory played so good because Emory didn't have to worry about looking over his shoulder. And worry when he was coming in. Emory knew it was a game, and I think Emory grew up in that game. Because he had that bad pick early, but I think he settled down. And like I said, I think Mullen was like, oh, you know what? Yeah. Let me start doing this with Emory. And once he started letting Emory do what he do, then Emory, all of a sudden, Emory looked like Emory I remember at Hurd County.
Yeah.
Who was a dog. He was dog.
Yeah, Emory looked good. He showed some maturity to your point on that fourth quarter. I mean,
he been in college. He's been in college 7 years, Pete. My God.
What I'm going. Yes. No, don't do that boy like that. Hey man, guess what?
Been in college 7 years, but yeah.
Hey man, that fourth and goal, that RPO, and you didn't make that move. I just didn't like that with Alabama. Alabama's a well-coached team. All the play calls you want to try to run a read and try to see if you're gonna get to the edge. But Saban had that thing locked down. He had them edge locked down. He couldn't pull that.
And E, that what I was basically what I said. E,
Yep.
Alabama kryptonite is mobile quarterbacks. Johnny Manziel beat him. Deshaun Watson beat him. I think Alabama gonna have trouble with Ole Miss.
Ooh,
I think Alabama gonna have. Listen, Ole Miss had them last year.
So had them on the ropes.
No, they had them.
No, they showed that game. They showed that game during the telecast.
And Matt Corral, who's a year better, more experience, and I just put this out here. I put that out there early. For my money, Lane Kiffin is the best offensive-minded coach in college football, without a doubt.
Okay.
I don't think you can find nobody dial it up better than good old Lane Kiffin. Let's head up 85 north. Well, Georgia Tech should have beat Clemson. Georgia Tech should have won that game. Let's go back to this real quick because clearly I'm wrong. I over-evaluated Clemson. That's on me.
Okay.
Georgia Tech. No reason Georgia Tech should have won this game.
You over-evaluated Clemson because of the way they played matched up with Georgia is what you did.
What? No, it's just because Clemson is basically an SEC school. They basically SEC school. They recruit. They beat out Alabama, Georgia, Florida for kids every year.
They in the same background.
Every year.
Backyard. Yep.
Clearly, I overvalue Clemson because they're gonna lose another game this year. They are gonna lose another game this year. That living on the edge that they doing, dude. That's a recipe for disaster. And if you go back and watch the Notre Dame game last year that DJ played, and you look at DJ today, dude, two different quarterbacks. I don't know if he getting too much money with the NIL. I don't know because if you check your Instagram, you know, big Cinco, he out here balling. You know, he got the jewels when they traveling. He got he got the fastest bags. I don't know. But DJ is not playing. He is not playing good quarterback this year.
Yeah.
Tony Elliott is not doing a good job of calling offense. Dog, Georgia Tech held dog. Georgia Tech, that dumbass shovel dog. First time out. Every call I saw the shovel pad about 8 times between Saturday and Sunday. If you're offensive coordinator, throw that out your playbook. That is trash.
Yeah.
I don't say a lot of stuff trash. That play is Georgia Tech. You mean to tell me you've been on the edge all night? You mean to tell me that you can't dial up a play that's going to put Yates and all them backs you got on the edge for the chance to win the game? You run a shovel pass? Man, get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah. ACC, it's rough over there in my neck of the woods. Which could also lead to if we might can win some games over the ACC, the Canes. And I know I ain't trying to switch gears. We're talking about Clemson, Georgia Tech, but the ACC, I'm just talking about as a whole, is so unpredictable. Everything looking like garbage. Everything ain't looking like the team.
Yeah.
This how y'all gonna play?
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
ACC rough.
Y'all the bad football team. My guy asking about Penn State real quick.
Yeah, Marv, that's my homeboy, Marv. What's up, Pop?
Penn State let Auburn come in their backyard, and they handled Auburn. The whiteout. Let me tell you something. I don't care. Listen, before I get up out of here, I'm going to a whiteout game in Clemson. The atmosphere is just. I said Clemson in Penn State. The atmosphere and that whiteout is so dope, man. That thing looks so pretty on TV. Yeah, the white pom-pom, and everybody got the white tees up. Dude. And listen, Penn State already got some of the sweetest uniforms in all of college football.
You love that simplicity.
Oh my God. That dog. When they go blue jersey, them white pants, and them black cleats.
That's
Dog.
it reminds you of old school Clemson, don't it? It take you
Dog.
back like
Hey man,
real battles.
let me tell you something. When OJ McDuffie was at Penn State, OJ
Mm-hmm.
McDuffie, when they used to wear that all white, OJ McDuffie had them black cleats spatted. Boy, boy,
Oh,
listen.
there was some spat going on that
Hey,
weekend too. Folks was spatting.
they definitely was. Penn State was one of the schools I really wanted to go to.
Oh yeah.
Felix Bell talked me out of it. Felix Bell. Upon further review, I got to catch up with Coach Bell. Tell Coach Bell he was a hater. Quietly.
You go back. You talking about Keith and Daddy.
Even that Felix Bell was a hater, but we're getting all that. But listen,
Yeah.
big win for Penn State because
Yep.
we always hear about the SEC, Big Ten. The Big Ten can't beat the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Big Ten got a big win right there. Penn State gonna have something to say about that Big Ten.
Yeah.
They have something to say about that Big Ten because it's clear that I think Ohio State is very young.
Yeah.
Very athletic, very athletes everywhere, very young. CJ Stroud has to continue to mature. I really think next year is gonna be Ohio State year. So I think the Big Ten is wide open. Can Jim Harbaugh finally until Jim Harbaugh beat Ohio State, then
Yeah, nah.
I mean,
I don't know, Mace. I don't know, Mace. I think Ohio's still the team. I think Ohio's still the team to beat now. I hear where you're going.
It didn't work. Shovel pad didn't work for nobody. Carson Wentz tried the shovel pad. I seen somebody. I was like,
"Oh my God, Carson Wentz!"
All the offensive coordinators get together and say, "Hey, this shovel pad week. We're gonna bring shovel pad back there. Hey, we're gonna talk about Iowa because I want you to. I dropped my top 5. Shout out to all my people at What's Next and this next level. Our cable station that's showing us a lot of love. They submitted my top 5 and some national people, a lot of national people who watched the show. They were like, "Hey, Maceo top 5 better than the real top 5." I say, but of course, because one, I ain't got no angle. I don't have no bias. Well, I got a bias for one team, but
you got somebody, but I got you.
Because a lot of people were talking about flip flopping. They're like Georgia should be number 1, and Alabama should be number 2. I'm like, nah, because Georgia right now, Georgia's slapping everybody's boat. South Carolina a good football team. Alabama had to go on the road and survive a tough Florida team, so they deserve to still hold the top spot. Georgia, Georgia and Alabama are the 2 best football teams in America. Ain't no doubt about it.
I definitely agree.
It ain't no doubt about it. At 3, Oregon still rolling. They had number 3.
I had your Ducks at 5. But
at number 4, I think everybody sleeping on the Iowa Hawkeyes. You better get your eyes on the Iowa Hawkeyes. The one thing we know about Iowa, they're gonna run their football. They're gonna play tough, nasty defense.
Yeah.
And as that weather start changing, when they start getting cold, see, they use them big hogs up front. They lean on you. Offensively.
Iowa is a surprise for me. I think they was definitely in the top 25 or top 10. Mm-hmm. I think when it started the season, but that was a surprise to me to see how they playing ball. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna get interesting. Yeah, we don't really have to fight about 1 and 2. I think we all on board. I think
that you close your eyes and be like, man, you just pick one of them. Yeah.
But what I can probably add to that to shake this conversation up just a tidbit. Because we expect Georgia to really dominate through the rest of this, if they come to a shortcoming, and depending on how Oregon playing, because Oregon playing ball. Now I know it ain't the SEC, so I'm pumping my brakes. I ain't putting my brakes on. I'm just saying, based on what you said earlier, the competition that Georgia got, they shouldn't be struggling. It shouldn't be struggling at all. Because when you start struggling in the win, even in the win, that can diminish you because we're looking at you funny. How you struggle with this thing? So I'm just saying.
Style points. And see, that's why I don't like the way that everybody like Oklahoma. I don't like Oklahoma like that. Because when I look at Oklahoma, I look at a team that they're gonna lose the football game. Spencer Spencer Rattler so inconsistent, and it's Oklahoma. They don't play no defense. They gonna go against a team who can match them score for score, and they gonna end up running because Spencer Rattler gonna try to do too much, and he gonna throw 2 pick sixes in one of those games, and he gonna get them killed.
Spencer too cool. Spencer cool. He's too cool.
And y'all want to come to the SEC? Oklahoma. Y'all want to come to the SEC? Oh, okay.
Oh, it's coming. I think ain't it in 2 years? I think it's coming, ain't it?
Yeah. It's supposed to be a 5 year, but it does be 2 years. It does be 2 years.
Oh, you think it's gonna be here next year? They're gonna be here next year.
Not yet. They're gonna go on and buy it out. They're gonna go on and buy it out. David Hayes talk about Texas A&M. Texas A&M. I worry about the quarterback situation at Texas A&M. The young fella from the state of Georgia, Mr. Calzada. Okay. He is not a trigger man. Again, one of the many quarterbacks that the state of Georgia. We just give y'all so many quarterbacks from the state of Georgia. Just pick one. Wait. We all over the country at the quarterbacks. Listen, Georgia, we the kings of quarterback play. I don't care what y'all talking about. California, Texas. Go look who started and look at their bios. They from Georgia. Most of them from Georgia.
Hey, them California boys, them sunshines. They play now. Don't be doing all that, Mace. I mean, we got to listen. I will go make a point to your point about saying that Georgia should be like the old Miami. When you used to see the name come across the screen where the boys were from my team, Coral Gables. Everybody from Coral. The Georgia Bulldogs and probably Georgia Tech to a certain degree. They at the bio when you see where them jokers come from, Georgia. Where Colin Paul, they ain't gonna put that on there. They might though.
Yeah, do say Colin Paul when Chris Smith stuff come up and say Colin Paul.
They Colin Paul, yeah. That's what it need to say. It need to say that. That's what Georgia need to have on there. I mean, that you in your backyard. That's talent. Well, once in a while you get a sprinkle of somebody else in another area. Yeah.
Well, now's the time to make you cry because Monday Night Football getting ready to come on. So we're gonna close with
yes, sir. Don't do that. I'm gonna get off this telecast.
Listen, Pete. I tried to tell you before the season started, y'all not a good football team, Pete. Michigan State came down to the Hard Rock Stadium.
Hard Rock. We ain't lost in that thing in a minute.
And they ran the football up and down the field on your Hurricanes.
But it almost reminded me, it almost had a slick feeling of North Carolina. That boy, the third, what's his name? Kenneth Williams the third, transfer out of transfer out of Wake.
Yeah.
That boy ran hard, man. I learned that. I learned we in a very good football team.
Yeah.
I don't like our offense at all. I mean, it's nothing positive. If I had to squeeze some positivity on that offense, okay, the hurry up. I got it. The hurry up, okay. But you ain't running the plays to make the hurry up look effective.
I'm gonna say this, and I told you this before the season started. I'm gonna continue to say this.
You think he's still hurt?
De'Aaron King should have redshirted this season. He should have. No, he is not healthy, and every time he fall, you gotta hold your breath because you don't think he gonna get up.
Yeah, but guess what? Tell me, okay. He threw an interception. I think he turned the ball over. Overall, do you still think he can make the throws? Because he was making some of the throws when they was asked. He was making some of the throws.
Pete, I just think that he's not healthy. I think if he was healthy, a healthy De'Aaron King make a lot of those plays. Dog, he late, he behind people, and I think a lot of it is one, he don't want to get hit.
So he still got that. He's still worried about that.
He's still iffy. Two,
okay.
He can't plant and drive the football because, like I say, he always worried about people at his legs, and I understand that. And again, like I say, Pete, every time he hit the ground, you sitting there like he be slow getting up. I'm like,
we concerned about it.
And I know he worried about getting drafted and all that stuff. Dude, get healthy because you actually hurt your stock more than you helping it, because dog teams look at you, team gonna say, man, that dude ain't healthy, man. I ain't finna draft now. I'll bring him in
Well,
as a free agent, but I ain't gonna draft you.
So Erica brought up a good point, because I did say this. Our running game non-existent. Number 23 Harris. I still got the verdict out on him. I don't kind of like him in that backfield. We used to have a little bit more dynamic backs. He just like a big guy and just big and muscular. Like, I just don't like that. And so with the non-existent running game, she right. It put more pressure on Derek King to either run or run for his life, and because they're gonna pin the heel back on him. So yeah, we don't have a good and Miami Hurricane backs. We had backs like what's your boy for Seattle that played for Seattle, Dallas, DJ Dallas. Kind of versatile. We had dynamic backs.
Yeah.
This guy I don't like it. Then guess what? I don't see another running back come in off the. I don't know the running back who spells him when he gets tired. I don't even know that guy.
Dude, I was talking to my people down at 305
Yes.
last week. I was talking to the great Melvin Pratt who created the legacy at the U.
Yes.
And the one thing Mel B said this summer, and he continues to say this. Until Miami go back and put that fence around Miami, they gotta recruit the state better first. They gotta recruit Miami better first.
Yes.
And then expand, because like you bringing in these guys from California and these guys from
not the answer.
They don't understand the legacy of the U. And
yes.
just like USC, college football is not as fun when Miami not good.
Yep.
Because when Miami good, like I said, dog,
in football,
and you know this.
I do.
Me and Jimmy Lipscomb, every Saturday morning, dog, we either at my house or his house.
Right.
And we watching the U, and we bringing all them antics to practice in the game on Friday night.
Yeah.
Now, Pete, now, every time I come to pass, what I do after I catch a pass?
Yep, that's your little signature pose.
I'm celebrating. No, we got that from the U.
Yeah. Oh no, you listen. No,
they have to be relevant, man. That's why. Listen, I be picking at you because it's funny, but I don't really be picking at you because it saddens me, because I am a college football fan and a purist, and I know when the U good and USC good,
everybody happy. Everything happy.
All this right over now. When I look at Manny Diaz, man, I be want to throw stuff at the TV, man. I be like, this dude, he don't get it. He don't get it.
I mean, okay,
he don't get it, Pete.
Okay. You might have a little point there about he don't get it, but his pedigree of where he came from to bring, I know you're gonna say about the Temple and all, you can't get him. But the dude,
he got no pedigree, Pete.
No, his dad. I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
His daddy.
His dad ain't playing no football.
No, but guess what? It's the influence. He a mayor or something over there. He the mayor.
What they got to do with football, Pete?
But it's connected to the people. Connected to the people. Yeah, have somebody. It's Pete, who rubbing elbows.
Pete, you saying that just like saying, okay, hey, next year, okay, after Georgia fire Kirby, we're gonna bring in Kasim Reed.
No, well, I ain't even let you give it this. Boy, stop. I ain't gonna let you give it.
I know you.
He make me sick. You gonna have these folks be like, yep, maybe you're that male because he don't do that. If you know me, you know I know a little bit. I
know what you're talking about, Pete. I know what you're talking about. But listen, Manny Diaz, and you know this, he know this. Y'all U fans, listen, I think the U is very important in college football. Manny Diaz is just not the guy, dog. He's not the guy.
Well, yeah, he can't seem to get this offense right. Ever since he was coaching, I had posted it. Ever since he's been the head coach for us, the offense, because he's a defensive guy, the offense has been suspect. I think this is his third or second OC since he's been the head coach. Yeah. So that kind of say something that he's trying to get it right, but I don't know. But somebody brought that point up though. I mean, it could have been Erica, because I see certain things she posts and stuff. Somebody said we need to get a thug at coach. We need a thug at the head coach job with gold teeth in mind. A real Floridian.
Let Adrian J be the head coach.
Look, I wouldn't be careful. You had the whole Miami Hurricanes down. You get Andre Johnson. He the wide receiver coach. We're gonna go ahead and put Ed Reed on. Ed Reed been around. Another friend of mine say, "What Ed Reed doing? Is he talking to them boys on the sideline? What he doing?" And I know Ed doing what he do because he bleed this, man.
Yeah.
You hear them boys talk about this stuff and they when they go to the Hall of Fame, that it's just a different thing in Miami. It's a culture, a movement down there. Them folk come back and work out down there, man. They don't go. Jonathan Ville, he still we go down there and work out. He working out now. He ain't even playing ball. He go down to Miami for work out.
That was, so yeah, Reggie Wayne talked about that. Reggie Wayne would always tell hey, listen, bump that workout bonus. I'm training in Miami with my dogs, and y'all know when I come to camp, I will be ready. But now I'm training with my dogs because at the U, that's just what we do, man. Like I say, man, I feel bad for Melvin Brad, man. Mel B is like, you know what I'm saying. I love Mel B, and Mel B can't hold court right now at the bar or in the barbershop because the cane's bad, and now he got to go get a haircut at 5 a.m. because folk looking to pick on him all the time.
I had a let me tell you something. I'll tell you a little story about him. So I was down at the Fulton County courthouse and I saw Melvin. And he saw me I had a hoodie on, had a Miami hoodie on. And he tried to try me like, what you know about that? I said, what I know. I looked at him funny. What I know about that? It's all about this. He said, man, I'm Melvin. You know, he should introduce himself because, you know, that's what I do. When I be riding, sometimes I see people with cane and signals on their car. I throw it to you if I'm at the start sign, and people recognize it back. They be like,
I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Dog, they are important to college football.
Yeah,
man, they just are.
We're gonna get together, man. We're gonna get together. I don't know when, but we're gonna get together. Because too many around the program that want to see these boys. You know, we got these like Al Blaze son. He say, my son, he going to the U. He going, that's what we got him. We got them these
legacies, man. Hey, everybody, y'all go enjoy Monday Night Football. Say that the Detroit Lions up.
What?
Yeah, so listen, man, Jared Goff got all them receipts. All y'all talking all that trash.
Hey, look, man. Hey, listen, we're gonna talk about this. I don't know when we're gonna do it. You might want to talk about it with Erica on too, because you do that, you escape me. But we're gonna talk about it on Matthew Stafford. I ain't forgot. Hey,
dude, no, it's just 2 weeks.
I know it's just 2 weeks, but I'm just saying.
I'm standing on what I said. 8 and 9. Matthew Stafford is still Matthew Stafford.
Okay, so
I said it. I said it.
Okay.
I'm standing on it. What you gonna crown him in week 2? You gonna crown him in week 2?
No, I ain't crowning. No, I ain't crowning. I'm just letting my eyes.
They beat a terrible Colts team who, guess what? Ran a shovel pass when they could have took the lead.
Not with this shuffle pass, though. Hey, man.
And then Carson Wentz, like he always do, he got hurt.
He hurt. Yeah, we everybody off the boat on that. Man, I'm off the boat.
The Rams are fools gold. Jump on that bandwagon if you want to. You done seen Matthew Stafford play in college.
Yes.
You done seen him play in the pros. Matthew Stafford gonna do what he do.
This is a new environment, Maceo. New coaching, new different philosophy, new way of thinking. Sometimes people need a reprieve.
You can change the structure. You can't. You can take the spots off a leopard. Get what he is. He's still a leopard.
Okay.
You can take the stripes off a zebra. Get what he is.
He's a horse.
He's still a damn zebra. He's still a zebra. He's still a zebra.
Erica, y'all talk about all the football, so we just throw stuff at the end. Eric, need to hear you comment about that boy Matthew. Cause get what? I ain't crowning him. I just said
it sounds like you crowning him.
Okay, then I'm
gonna it sound like you crowning him.
So let me stand on my.
If you want to crown him, crown his ass.
I'm gonna crown him. I'm gonna crown him down here. I really don't want you bullying me into it, but guess what? I'm gonna stand by my word. So Matthew Stafford gonna do better than he did in Detroit. And yeah, you're right. Him and
wow. He ain't do nothing in Detroit, Pete. That ain't saying nothing.
No, he gonna be okay.
Pete,
so
that ain't saying that, Pete. They ain't do nothing in Detroit, Pete.
Okay, so when the last time Matthew Stafford went to the playoff? When he was in Detroit?
Damn, what, like 2005?
Okay, so Matthew Stafford gonna take the Rams to the playoffs this year.
Okay, well, I mean,
that's what I'm now. So I give you something. So we listen.
Listen. The way y'all talking, y'all act like he gonna win a Super Bowl.
Whoa!
Put that out there.
No, you stretching.
You thought you gonna crown him?
No, you stretching now. Tom Brady might be back in.
You said crown. So if you gonna crown him mean he the best. Put the crown on his head mean he the best in the NFC.
No, he's not.
That what the crown is.
But no, he ain't got that crown. You know, Tom Brady still holding that crown. You know that. Don't do that.
Listen, you say you gonna crown.
No,
I'm going on what you said. You said you gonna crown him.
I said that he's gonna be better than what he was over in Detroit. You said that ain't saying that. I said he's gonna make the playoffs.
That ain't saying that because I mean
he gonna make the playoffs.
He wasn't nothing in Detroit.
He gonna make the playoffs.
Okay.
Now, he gonna make the playoffs. Now I'm gonna tell you that now. Because you say he ain't did that and he gonna make the playoffs.
Okay, before we go, let me Google that right quick. When the last time Matthew Stafford was in the playoffs? Let's see. It wasn't minutes, so this should be easy to do.
It'll be really?
Yeah, let's see. Last time
you
Matthew Stafford.
You be trying to slick bully me.
No.
I ain't gonna let you. You didn't want me to put all these receipts out there so you can come in and say, Mel, you ain't cash. You ain't cash that. You ain't cash that.
Was in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch y'all tomorrow. See what y'all talking about. Y'all gonna talk all this football. I'm watching y'all tomorrow.
Oh, it was 2014. That was a long time ago.
That was a little while ago.
Damn, we're in 2021.
That's fine. He gonna be get what he gonna be in 2021 in the playoff. Matthew Stafford. You're gonna be like, what?
Everybody on that note, tomorrow catch me and E. I don't know if me and E doing 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. E had a cross country flight, and she got back home in time. So tomorrow, it depends. It's on E. It's E show, everybody. So maybe we're gonna do 1 o'clock. Maybe we're gonna do 2. She'll let me know. But regardless, we go all the way around the NFL. That's what me and E do.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about. We got to talk 2 o'clock. EC, the executive producer.
Yeah, teaser, 2 o'clock. You put out there teasers. What you gonna say? Teasers. What you gonna say?
I'll just say no. We're gonna talk about America's team.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we were gonna touch on today.
No, ain't no need to touch on today. You had such a bad weekend. I want to do therapy for you.
Okay.
I want you to get all this stuff out you.
Is Pollard your number one running back? I just asked. I don't know.
For 700,000, yes, he is. Zeke won't be there next year. We're gonna ride Zeke out.
Yeah, but okay. I just want to see where you at there, cause Pollard like running back. But all right, we're gonna go let watch this football game, man. You see somebody go upset somebody today.
G man, how about them Cowboys, G man? E. There you go, E. Hey, luck only happens. You have to create luck. E. Have to create luck.
Hey, E, I'm with you on that. I felt like I say, well, what they had. I mean, be happy because it was y'all act like y'all won the playoff though. You see Jerry and them jumping up and down.
Well, no, we did it. Listen, it was a home game for the Cowboys. Do you see how many Cowboy fans were in SoFi Stadium?
No, we don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I seen. Okay, so I saw the game.
Let me tell you. Listen, Pete. One thing about me, I don't just be talking. Pete, I got actual factual numbers that will tell you that SoFi Stadium. So why was LeBron James at the game? Why was LeBron James at the game yesterday?
We know LeBron James is a Cowboy fan. Don't do that. He a Cowboy fan. I got it. Listen, don't do that. I'm just telling you. I'm with E.
G-Man
y'all jumped around like y'all won a Super Bowl or something.
G-Man says stay off that patio, Vin. Well, Pete, you know what, Pete? Yeah. I bet if the Falcons win Sunday, I bet they're going to pour Gatorade on Arthur Smith.
They better not pour no Gatorade. We ain't did nothing. We better not pour no Gatorade on them. Hey, man, my coach ain't got no swag, dog.
Everybody, look, we gone.
All right.
We've been go watch college football. Me and E tomorrow, 2 p.m. Take you around. Right. We crushed the NFL, man, and we're gonna talk about the Dallas Cowboys, man. America's team. How about them Cowboys? Yeah. Like he said, y'all gonna pull Gatorade on Arthur Smith if y'all win. Listen, don't y'all let Daniel Jones rush for 200 yards on y'all. Daniel Jones look like Lamar Jackson last week against the football team. Yeah.
Listen, man, I ain't got nothing to say right now.
I know you know.
All right.
We go. Yeah.
We go. Peace. Love y'all.